We found out about Children's Hospital when Maisie was 4 years old. She had some unusual bruising, and we went to the pediatrician and they did some blood work, and all the blood work came back very unusual.
Maisie was diagnosed with a disease Jennifer and I had never heard of. Her physician, Dr. Goldman, put it in a pretty blunt. He said, severe aplastic anemia is a total failure of your blood system and your bone marrow.
Aplastic anemia is a very rare condition. It occurs 2 in every 1 million people. But most often, aplastic anemia is not severe. In Maisie's condition, she had severe aplastic anemia. So her blood count was very, very low. Her immune system was very suppressed. With aplastic anemia, the treatment is a bone marrow transplant. So we have to find a donor. That's the first order of business. And when we started to look for a donor, we were surprised and very happy to find that in fact the parents had saved Maisie's umbilical cord blood. And there we had our donor right there.
We made the decision to bank her blood thinking, oh, it's just an insurance policy. You know, we'll never need it. 4 years later, she's diagnosed with this disease and we were able to use it.
The research that we're doing right now at the Stem Cell Institute is cutting edge. And some of the research that we're doing right now actually would involve us not having to ever identify a donor again, because each and every one of us can be our own donor. And we hope that someday we're going to be able to cure not only cancers and bone marrow failure syndromes, but all other sorts of chronic medical conditions by using one's own stem cells.
We were there for about 4.5 to 5 weeks, just waiting for the stem cells basically to plant themselves and to start growing again and producing the platelets and the red blood cells and the white blood cells. I know the doctors, the nurses, and the child life specialists, they hear thank you all the time, I'm sure. They have their heart in it. The nurses were the kindest, most loving people.
Maisie is now a 7-year-old, vibrant little girl. She's in 2nd grade, very artistic, likes to sing, kind of celebrating each day and every event.
And it's very rewarding because when you see the ultimate outcome, you see a beautiful young girl who dances and plays soccer and enjoys life to the fullest. She's going to have very few side effects long term because of the therapy that she received, and she'll be able to have children and live a long and happy life. What we did for her would not have been possible had it not been for some of the research that's currently being done on stem cells. The future is bright. Many of the diseases that we treat now will be able to be cured by novel therapies that are developed by things that we do in the laboratory. And much of this is going to be related to stem cells.
Our responsibilities as parents until she grows up and has a career and a family of her own is to give her the best environment that we can. We can't do that without Children's Hospital. We're very thankful for it.